What a moment as they parade out. Well, I'll tell you what, you want to stick with us because that's right. Light heavyweights, who's it going to be? We've seen the U.S. win one. Pounds. And this is Marc Bolduc from Canada.
Now, I noticed right off the weakness in the legs. You see, it's almost like two bodies. Not going to pick on Marc, but he's very, very disappointing as an overall physique for that reason.
There are no calves, is what you're saying.
No calves, and he's so big in the upper body. If he were less impressive in the upper body, at least it would match upper and lower.
Because there is more mass.
Thick
calves.
Very thick, yes.
Marc Bolduc from Canada. This is light heavyweight competition. We've decided the lightweight competition with Wilf Sylvester. The middleweight competition, that was won by John Natashek. You know, Chris, you talk so much about different things to help yourself out. We were visiting a little bit off the air about the bench press. It's a little overrated.
Everybody does it, exactly. Too much bench pressing. It's highly overrated. It's a power movement after all, but there are better chest exercises for chest development. Get off the bench press for a while, come back to it weeks later.
Well, Marc Bolduc from Canada, our first competitor. This guy looks familiar. Sure, this is Keijo Reiman from Finland. He did our interview earlier as to what the judges are looking for.
Interesting opening in his routine.
He has got a great lower back. I saw that in the workout room.
No fat
Very
there.
animated, isn't he?
Very much. Crowd pleaser.
And, you know, a little advantage because he can get that natural tan.
Yeah. Look at that back lat spread. Very impressive.
That's going to win him a few points, just what he did, isn't it?
Well, now see the muscularity here. The abdominals could be a little bit sharper. Perhaps he's just not flexing well. Thigh cuts to the front.
Did he put on anything, any chemicals to improve that tan? I was taught about, you know, how tan he is and everything. Can you tell?
I would say yes, judging by his natural coloring, but he's done it with the sun, which is okay. It's allowed. Some of these tanning agents will streak when you start to sweat, and that's the worst look possible.
All right, so Keijo, and now we've got Josef from Germany. Germany has been in the finals.
He's very dramatic, got his own style.
He's got some mass, too.
Yep, brought his muscle to it.
Look at that back.
Back lat spread again.
What about metabolic rate?
The higher the better. A person with fast metabolism has a decided advantage because it means fat doesn't have a chance to sit on it, or her in this case, because women in bodybuilding as well as men to just the greatest extent that we are. But the one with the fast metabolism has a decided advantage, no question.
This guy's going to be tough to beat.
Yep.
I like this guy very much. Josef Grolmus from Germany.
Calves a little bit weak because here again he's so impressive in the upper body, better balance than the other men.
All right, our third competitor that we've seen so far. Bolduc from Canada, I'm from Finland.
Now here's our feisty young American here from New Jersey again,
and he's playing to the crowd right away.
He has it and he knows it.
Rich Gaspari, United States, has got a good routine going. You know, he's young, Chris. He's only 19.
19, isn't that sick? 19. Imagine him at 25.
He's got that smile. He's got that charisma.
Very animated. He's sure of himself. He has an assuredness about him. He goes into the launch pose very easily without looking down, if you notice. He did not look down on the floor. He knew where his footing would be. He just did it. Very hard.
What I've seen thus far, the first four, like Gaspari and Grolmus, the last guy we saw.
Tough. Very tough. Calf, thighs, upper body.
You have to really be competitive to be a bodybuilder.
Yes, you do. It's really against yourself. You compete against yourself. You compete with others on stage, but it's really against yourself, your own progress.
For the layman looking in that wants to keep that middle down, what about isometric in the stomach? I've heard you stop at a stoplight, you pull it in until it turns.
Oh, you were telling me about that. A friend of yours does that? Yeah, that's good. It's a reminder. Anytime you flex something or contract it, you're increasing that muscularity and you're burning fat. You're burning calories.
All right, so he'll be coming off. We'll get a chance to visit with Rich Gaspari, New Jersey. There he is.
Rich, did your routine go the way you hoped it would?
Yeah, I did pretty good. I remembered everything. I may have just done a little bit of a flow, but I don't think they noticed.
Yeah. Did you get a cramp up there?
No, not really. No.
You look very good. You're
Thank
definitely
you.
in the runner's circle.
Okay.
See what happens later, Rich.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Chris, he's sucking for air. He was out of breath.
Oh,
What's the
that's
deal?
worker.
You really getting after it, huh?
Yep. And yet it should look like there's no effort.
Well, here's a guy in great shape. This is Ulf Larsson from Sweden. Well, he has spent some time in the tanning bed.
Yep. Little bit.
Is there a tanning solution involved there?
I would say so, but with the help of some natural sun. They just don't get the sun we get in those Scandinavian countries.
He looks pretty good. Rugged guy.
Yeah. Sort of a leaner look, more long muscles.
This is Ulf Larsson.
Good back shot.
He'll have to beat Gaspari and Grolmus.
Somebody once said the hardest thing about posing is to flex hard and keep smiling. There's a lot to that statement. It's got to look easy, like you're having a good time. Sometimes you're really working hard. It is hard work. But it's got to look like you're having a good time up there so the audience and the judges are relaxed about it.
Chris, what about water retention? How do you get rid of water?
Well, our diet eliminates salt. In 8 weeks before a competition, no salt. That's a big factor.
All right, we're through the first part of this. You want to stick with us. A lot more coming up. We're in Las Vegas. Hang on. Well, and we're getting ready for the comparison. 6 people left. We did not show you from England. Ian Dowe, he finished 3rd a year ago, so he'll be involved. There's a look at Ian. Reiman finished 2nd. Ulf Larsson was 4th. The winner last year in this competition, Chris, was Chuck Williams from the United States.
Yes, very impressive Chuck. Another New Jersey man.
Is it something in the water that makes people so big?
Is the Hudson River?
Light heavyweight competition. Once again, this is the comparison. Compulsory.
See the backs, gentlemen? You know, a lot of the contest is just standing. Before you flex, simply standing. That's when you can't hide weak points or flaws. And that's what the judges want to look at, too.
Chris, yesterday we watched the pre-judging, and you would see as many as 30 and 40 competitors in each division, and they get down to the final.
Yep. You've got that many people who have to walk way home with nothing at all, and they've worked just as hard. It can be a heartbreaking sport, but that's the name of the game.
The gray area in these contests, as in a lot of contests, is steroids. Your thoughts? Do we have some of the competitors
I think, you know,
using them?
Irv, I think the steroid question gets a lot of kill. It's an overkill, I should say. Gets too much credit, gets too much blame. These 6 men you're looking at, it would still be down to these 6 if nobody took steroid or if everybody took it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They really don't make or break the competitor. There's a lot of controversy surrounding it. Some experiment with it, but many take none at all. So you sort of have it or you don't.
All right, once again, this is where there's a little upstaging.
Here we go, vying for position. Who wants to get in the middle this time?
There's Ian Dowe from England.
Yeah. Follow suit.
Larsson.
He started something. Look at him. Look at all of them.
Okay, I'll take the second round.
This is the
Here's
fun
Reiman.
part. The audience just loves this.
And they reacted a little bit.
You know, it's funny. This is the closest thing we get to combat in bodybuilding, if you can call it that.
Has there ever been a fist fight up
well,
there?
Close to it. You get a lot of
shoving?
shoveling going on, you know, pushing and shoveling for our first place. Here we go. There's Richard in the middle there.
This is the pose down. United States representative, Rich Gaspari. Right there.
Showing the thigh cut, showing the abdominals, showing the bicep, all of it.
I still think it's got to be between Grolmus from Germany, Rich Gaspari.
You know, you have a good eye, Irv, for a guy who's new at this sport. You know what to look for.
Well, you know, once again, these people have been so helpful to try and point out what is going on. Wayne DeMilia went through, I thought, a very, very effective portion on the judges, so it really does help. Well, who's going to win it? We're going to find out just like you are. Stick with us. The winner of the light heavyweights from a year ago are back, and they're in the finals. Reiman, Dowe, and Larsson.
Place. Receiving the Silver Jubilee Trophy from England, Ian Dowe.
Ian Dowe from England, who has a nice upper body but no calves.
Yes, I agree, Irv. That's about his placing. The judges are pretty much on, I'd say. Sometimes you violently disagree with them, but I have to go along so far.
All right, let's pick up the fifth one right now.
In fifth place, from Canada, Marc Bolduc.
Not too surprising to me. Really not balanced versus the rest of the competitors. Once again, the calves hurt him.
Yep, the legs hurt him.
The awards are again presented through Jeff Silver. And in fourth place, from Sweden, Ulf Larsson.
Ulf is kind of stuck on the number 4. He finished there last year.
Yes, he almost made the inner circle of that top 3, but next year maybe.
All right, we're looking for number 3.
In third place, from Finland, Keijo Reiman.
He's happy.
No, he dropped down. He was third a year ago. So Reiman, we've heard it pronounced Keijo or Keijo, either one, and he finishes third. All right, who's it going to be?
And here they are together, the last two. Who made it? In second place, winning the silver medal from Germany, Josef Grolmus.
That tells it.
Well, you could flip a coin on that one. They were very, very close.
Very close.
There's a very happy youngster, 19 years of age. Oh, what a future.
What a future indeed.
So Grolmus from Germany, who looks very, very good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
finishes
Josef
second.
Grolmus is smiling for his second place. Give him a hand.
Good sportsmanship. There can only be one winner.
And here is our world light heavyweight bodybuilding champion, Mr. Universe 1984, from USA, Rich Gaspari.
I've just been informed that Rich Gaspari just pulled this out the last few seconds in the pose down because he was second going into this final round.
Chris, it's interesting, you know, we are in the United States, but there's only one American judge. Upwards to 60 countries are represented. So it is not like being on the home board, say, in basketball. The United States has won 2 of the first 3, and there's a very, very happy guy. Rich Gaspari, 19 years of age, New Jersey. He is the winner of the light heavyweight class. We got a lot more coming up, and of course, the big guys, what everybody is looking to and looking for, the heavyweights. There's the light heavyweight winner. And coming up, that's right, we got the heavyweights. Stick with us right after this message.